Hey guys, not sure why we are nowhere near in focus. Okay, here we go. Now, let me kill the volume or the audio on the laptop here. Okay, we're going to start our tour back here in this corner. Improvements are coming to this. There will be more silos added later on to the grain elevator here. And I'm just going to try to walk this camera around a little bit, or actually not walk it around, it's on the tripod, but move it around so you just get a general sense of how large this layout is. Some people have asked whether it was larger than Jack Jack's, and I do believe it is. I do have a train running, which we'll catch glimpses of here, there, and yonder. It's all of the grain cars, including the two new ones that I just received yesterday from prizes from Jack Jack's contest. So eventually we'll get a shot of that coming by. But just kind of working our way around here. I don't have a name for this building yet. Not even sure if it's going to stay there or not. It's made from pieces left over from Walther's natural gas plant. This first wall that you're actually looking at is, I believe, 23 feet long. 21 and a half feet long. So that'll give you some sense of size of this. This building here is my bakery, which I believe was the Golden Wing bakery company that Walther's put out a while back. We have a cold storage plant. And American nut and bolt and hardware, which is just a combination of two backdrop buildings that I put together. And then just a couple more background flats that I picked up off of eBay. And then we go into my plastics company. This is the Roberts Printing Company, I believe, is what this started out to be. And I don't know why we're not focusing here. There we go. We keep losing focus, and I shouldn't be. So from that initial corner out to where the backdrop ends there is 21 and a half feet. Then going across here, we come to the concrete plant, which is probably about 4 different buildings put together, 4 different kits put together here. All Walther's kits until you get to the far end, and then it becomes a Pike Stuff kit. But this area here takes up 12 feet. Kind of hard to see all of it past the city buildings there. But that last building is, I call, Specialty Concrete Products. They just work with the concrete company there and make cinder blocks, pipes, and anything else that can be shipped out in boxcars. Now this whole section here is my city and town area. And from that far corner down to this corner here is like 13 feet. And don't worry, we'll get a better shot of the train going by here in a little bit. We have a small residential area here that we'll probably expand eventually, but right now we've only got 5 houses in there. 3 of them are plastic and 2 wooden houses that I built, Craftsman kits. Hadn't done too many Craftsman kits before, so that was kind of a neat experience. From that side there, we work our way around the layout. And going this way here is almost, I believe it's 13 feet. This area here will comprise all of the refinery area. Loading racks on the spar end and unloading racks. Storage tanks. And then finally the refinery itself. Which a couple of you saw that the other night when I had that all lit up. Added new lights to it to try to bring more light into it. Yeah, Roy, the finally got Vin's camera figured out so we can play with the live streams now. Kind of neat. This particular area here is only 10 foot wide, but more than enough for what I've got in here. Then we go over here to our small little freight yard and our diesel servicing facility, which is just a 2-bay engine house, a couple locos put out there, sand tower, fueling pits. Blue building here is my car shop. They currently have an old steam crane in there they're working on. And this wall here is the longest wall. It's 21 and a half, I'm sorry, 21 and a half feet also. And this is what I call my desert area. For the time being, there's not much in here. My rail maintenance yard. And then we go into the desert area, not including the coffee cup, of course. And we get around to our passenger station. Which my passenger service is provided by one RDC car. That's all we run. And we go from there to our small little scenic railroad with a small little museum tied into it with a couple of older cars, older passenger car, a speeder that they're getting ready to unload, and a caboose. And of course, one Shea locomotive. And back into the corner. You'll see my maintenance of way train sitting there, which is all the orange cars for the time being. I don't have any place that I really want to set that yet. I think I'm going to have to add another section of track over here to the yard area, possibly on the other side of the main, and shove that in there and see what happens and get it out of there. That way I can utilize that track up there for storage while I'm doing switching back here in the switch or in the industrial park. Running my engine around here, which we'll get a better shot of that here in a couple minutes. I have found out, I timed it this morning, and if I slow this down to Jack's pace, it takes 4.5 minutes for that unit to make it completely around the loop. I'm going to lower my camera down here to one of my favorite positions and see if we can get a decent shot of it as it comes by. Right now, we're kind of running at Jack's favorite speed, which is basically super slow. Now, you got to remember, too, that right now I'm running DC power. I don't have any, my NCE system is broke. So I could actually get this thing to run a little bit slower, I think, if I had DC power or DCC power. But this is a DC-only engine. So we're getting ready to come by here. These are all my grain cars. Got a couple new ones on here, and 2 of them that I just picked up from Jack's contest. I got curious though this morning too. I was looking and wondering whether the 2 new ones, or actually 3 new ones that I have here from Jack, would really fit into my era. And most of you know I do 1970s up to about 1982, 81 or 82. And I actually got lucky because all of those fit my era. The newest one, the Sioux Line locomotive, that was built in 1981. So even it manages to squeeze in a little bit, which surprised me because I thought for sure that some of them were going to be way too new. But looking at the build dates, hey, I'm happy. They fit in there nicely. Swing around here and get another shot of her. And yes, for all you guys that are rivet counters, there are 2 cars in there that do have the same road number on them. The 2 kind of turquoise cars here that are going by that I won from Jack. But it's a simple matter of just changing out the last number on the car that I haven't quite got to yet. I just discovered it this morning anyway when I put the newest one on the track. But we will change that later on and get away from that idea. But I figured there have been a couple comments on here about how big this layout is, et cetera, et cetera. And I hadn't done a real tour here lately. I do have some other stuff that I could show, but I'd have to pick the camera up and move the camera, which will jiggle everybody all around, and I don't want to do that. I don't like making people seasick. So we'll show them on a later date. But for anybody that brought their stopwatch out, by the time the train comes back around to this spot again, 4.5 minutes would have gone by. Well, like I say, that's running at Jack's breakneck speed. No, Roy, I took the trailer flat car off of there. Only have one of them, and I took that off this morning when I put all the grain cars on there. So sorry about that. That's all I'm running right now on here are just the grain cars. It's as I said, this is just going to be a short little live stream for the heck of it. I could just let everything run like Jack does, but y'all might get tired of seeing that. So we're going to kill this one as it is. Thank y'all for watching. Looks like I did get a few people in here this time around. So I do appreciate y'all being here. Dwight, Marty, and Roy, of course. Scott, I see you managed to get in here. And JR, I am not sure who you are, but that's okay. I haven't seen you in here before. Thank you for stopping in. Oh, okay. One of the gentlemen that bought some locomotives from me a while back when I was getting rid of a lot of DC powered trains. That's always good. I wish the hell I hadn't gotten rid of all the DC trains. As it is now, I've only got 2 to work on DC only. And it'd be nice to have a couple spares sitting around here for when this NCE system craps out. Of course, hopefully the house won't get hit by lightning again and knock everything out. But if it does, beware, I do unplug everything at night now when I'm done. One plug controls everything, so it's a simple matter of just unhooking one plug and it all goes dead. Hey, we'll let the train come by here one more time, and then we'll go ahead and kill the live stream. Which it should be here in just about probably 45 to 60 seconds. Here we are. Okay, guys and girls, thank you for tuning in, and hope you like the tour of the railroad. Thank you for the comments, and we will catch everybody on the next stream. And don't forget, Sunday Sidetracked is on tonight, 8 o'clock. So y'all catch that one as it comes on. I think it's on the Schuylkill River Valley channel tonight. So bye-bye for now, everyone. Thanks for watching.